It is time for the most exciting time of the month. It is the Arena Open. We are now about to enter into day one of the Arena Open, where I get to play sealed deck. And if I do well with my sealed deck, I make it into day two for a shot at $2,000. Now, last year, we were able to win twice. I'm hoping to make it more this time around, but we shall see how things go. I'm really excited. I'm really excited. I played a ton of Aetherdrift. I've done some practice seals. I've done a bunch of drafts. So let's hope that this Arena Open is a good one for us. Now, before I head into the seal deck, I just wanted to say that this video is brought to you by TCGplayer.com. Go to TCGplayer.com for all your TCG singles and sealed product needs. Whether you need some booster boxes of Aetherdrift or anything else, or some singles to round out your constructed deck, TCGplayer.com is definitely the place to go. Make sure you hit that affiliate link in the description below before you make any purchases. Additionally, go to heavyplay.com for premium Magic the Gathering supplies and accessories. If you want top-of-the-line deck boxes, playmats, sleeves, dice boxes, and more, heavyplay.com is the place to go. Make sure you go to heavyplay.com/paulcheon for 10% off your first order. Also, if you ever see them at a convention setting, tell them Paul sent you, and you'll get 10% off your order in person as well. All right, here we go. 5,000 Gemarinos. Nope. Let us open. Come on, sick rares. My sealed luck. That's a lot of rares. Okay. Aganosaur Rex, River Churn Monument, and Sita Varma. I am really excited about that. Draconautics Engineer is also very good. If red ends up being super open, that could be an option as well, but kind of like what I see there. But of course, the depth also is important here. All right, taking a look at white, we have Gallant Strike. Why am I even bothering with the white cards? I'm just going to put, you know what? I'm going to save some time and just put these three white cards in. These are the only decent playable cards. Broadcast Rambler, Ride Zen, and Gallant Strike. Probably on a splash. For blue, we have Double Bounce Off, Ranger's Refueler, which I love, River Churn Monument, Sky Streak Engineer's great. I don't mind counter spells. A couple of Hull Drifters I think are also much better in sealed deck. And then maybe Gear Seeker Serpent. It's kind of slow, but if I'm an artifact deck, with the format being slower, this can be good. Going into, wow, black, there's just not a lot of depth here. There's two Grim Baubles. I don't love Bloodghast. Our Victory, back on track, is certainly very strong, but I'd be surprised if we end up going black. Moving into red, we have the Draconautics Engineer and a Thunderhead Gunner. Triple Sky Crash, so that is interesting. If I have a bunch of cycling things, I have this Marauding Mako. Maybe I can make that happen. And then on green, it's not as deep as I'd like, which is a little surprising. Oh, we got some good artifacts. Ooh, Guidelight Pathmaker to search out the River Churn Monument is kind of interesting. All right, green, we have Molt Tender, Double Plow Through, which is fine. Beast Rider Vanguard, I like. Pothole Mole. Ooh, wow, green is not very deep. But we have two amazing Simic cards here in Sky Serpent Seeker and Sita Varma. So, you know, it's still very tempting to run those out. Then we have a Night Market, which is good for fixing. We have a Wastewood Verge and a Dismal Backwater. So a potential, you know, as far as mana fixing goes with our lands, we actually didn't open a ton of lands. But I will say, if anything, if we do end up being a blue-green base, a black splash seems certainly reasonable. And possibly a white splash because of the Tranquil Cove. There's a boosted Sloop here, which I'm probably not playing. And then for green-black, Broodheart Engine and Thundering Broodwagon, both very good signpost cards. And why am I even bothering with these red-white cards? Let's be real here. All right. I think that's generally what I like out of what I've seen here. But let's clean this up through the power of editing magic. Alrighty. Taking a look at the black, it really just does not seem good enough. Like, if I really need removal, I could play Siphon Fuel, Back on Track. I guess that is interesting. I will say the Back on Track plus Thundering Broodwagon combination is really interesting, along with the Broodheart Engine. Do I have enough with black here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oil Gorger's not very good. 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, there's definitely something there with this Broodwagon. The question is, you know, I do feel like I want to be blue. Like, I have, you know, Spike Shell Harrier premium card, River Churn Monument premium card, Ranger's Refueler premium card. There's also blue-white artifacts angle, but my white is not very deep, so I just don't know that that's good enough. And then Spectral Interference is fine. Engineer is fine. Guidelight Optimizer is okay if I have a bunch of exhaust cards. The problem is my green just has no exhaust cards. Like 0. But I do have the Sky Serpent Seeker as an exhaust card, which is fine. And I also do like sources of card advantage in Seal Deck specifically. So I also like the Hull Drifter here as well, along with the 2 copies of Bounce Off. So even these cards on the right, 6, 7, 8, this is 10 blue cards. And I'm reasonably happy with all of those effects. I can even play Howler's Heavy. So that's 11. Taking a look at our red, just not interested in playing something with Burner Rocket in it. And honestly, the red is just not super deep. The only good cards here are the Thunderhead Gunner and the Draconautics Engineer. But outside of that, everything else, I mean, I guess that there's a world where we can do something with the Mako, but I just don't think I want to go down that route, particularly because if I had a lot of good red removal or blue removal, I would be interested in maybe doing something that's blue-red, but I have literally no removal in blue-red, so I don't think that's where I want to go. So let's just cut that. And I'll keep these red things as an option. And then, like I said, as far as most powerful cards go, my most powerful cards are Ranger's Refueler, River Churn Monument, and then my 2 Simic uncommons. Although, granted, my 2 Golgari uncommons are also pretty good as well. Although this one's, what, like a mythic? No, it's just a rare. So that's also pretty good. I'm going to put this in the black stack, and then I'll put this in the green stack. Also, I have a Gonosaur Rex. And I have the Molt Tender, which helps me for the mana fixing with double. Like, as far as power level goes of the green cards, like these 2, this, double plow through, Beast Rider Vanguard, these are all excellent. These are cards I like. That's only 7 cards. So that's kind of the issue, right? There's only 7 cards here. Pothole Mole is certainly a playable card. I am a little bit afraid that I can mill, like, my River Churn Monument. I think I'm still going to play it because this deck can certainly win without River Churn Monument, right? Because we have the Gonosaur Rex, Seed to Varma. This just gives you just inevitability. And even though this is not like a million exhaust cards, it's still something. So I think this is probably where I want to go. Blue and green just seems to have a better late game engine than something like a black-green deck, which also in its own right is fine. But, I'm not as excited about playing Grim Bobble and Sealed Deck. Like, there's just a lot less people that are running you over. And, our victory in green-black is okay, but you're not getting max speed that often and black-green as often. And so, if I had, like, better... I guess I have 3 removal spells and a Broodwagon, so that is something to consider. Because we'll note that when I'm blue-green, I don't have a lot of hard removal, so I might need to perhaps look into a 3rd color just to get a little bit of extra interaction. Which I think, by the way, the white provides, because the white gives us Gallant Strike and Ride's End, and I have a Tranquil Cove and a Night Market and a Molt Tender. So that might be the direction that I need to go, just to make sure that I have some removal. And Gallant Strike and Ride's End is certainly better than Siphon Fuel, than just Siphon Fuel. Because if I go black, I mean, sure, I can play the Thundering Broodwagon and maybe back on track. That's like the other option. Maybe the Broodheart Engine too. I don't think I'm going to play the red. But... I mean, can I splash both? Probably not. All right, I'm going to lay out what a just straight blue-green deck looks like, and then my guess is we're going to have to add some cards. All right, so this is what a blue-green deck splashing white looks like. Now, my creature suite isn't necessarily the best. I have 12 creatures here, so I don't really want to cut that many more. I do have the Ranger's Refueler, which kind of acts as creature number 13. And then there is the Guidelight Pathmaker, which can get me a creature. It can't get me the Optimizer, but I think this is a nice way to add redundancy and just gives you a really good late game, right? You play this, and I think this is an excellent card to splash if you have some good targets, but being able to just get a Hull Drifter or Spike Shell Harrier or put into play a Ranger's Refueler or River Churn Monument seems pretty strong. But like I said, I don't really want to cut any more creatures. I think given that I have double Hull Drifter and I want to keep my white splash to a minimum, I can probably cut Voyage Home because my artifact count isn't particularly high. So I just feel like, if I'm paying 6 mana for this effect, when I already have 2 Hull Drifters, like, I probably would rather have a lot of the cheap interactive stuff instead. So let's cut the Voyage home here. I do like having the 2 planes here for 3 white cards. This is 2, 3, 4 white sources and a Molt Tender. So that's kind of 5-ish white sources. So I do think this is the proper mana base. It's not perfect, but this is about as good as we'll get. And that puts us at 41. And like I said, I do think the white is worthy of the splash. Guidelight Pathmaker notably is quite strong. And also, I think just being able to have access to Gallant Strike and Ride's End as ways to deal with opposing bombs is also pretty important, which we don't have in blue-green. All we have is a Plow Through, which is, you know, honestly not particularly strong given the lack of creatures that we have. But I still think it's kind of a necessary evil. It still kills vehicles, and, you know, maybe with a Loxodon Surveyor, I can... You know, I actually don't have that many large creatures, so I'm not even sure how good the Plow-Throughs are in this deck. Like, is it even worth considering cutting one? Just because of my low number of creatures? Could it be the Interference? I kind of like this card, but maybe good players will play around it. I think it's between Interference. Like I said, I don't love the Howlers Heavy, but I just need some tricks and just actual bodies. Granted, this is mostly a trick, but it is something that can crew the Hull Drifter too, and I can play it in a pinch. And it's a good target for Plow Through if I do need to play this. I have a Glitchko Surveyor as well. Let's just make sure, because, you know, look, we're playing for a lot. There's a lot on the line here, so let's not cut any corners here necessarily. There's a Broadcast Rambler, but like I want to keep my white splash to a minimum, and I don't think this passes the bar for something that's worthy of me splashing for. Like, I'd rather just keep things in my own colors. But the issue is, as far as blue and green goes, I don't have any more creatures other than like a Camera Launcher. But I do think the Howler's Heavy is better than Camera Launcher just because this also acts as a decent combat trick. And, you know, maybe my deck is not a super tempo deck. So it pains me, but I feel like just because my creature count is low, and I want it to be pretty high, I value the hard removal spells, and I like the fact that Spectral Interference can also act as a way to counter like bombs that my opponents can play. These are my bomb answerers, if you will. I think it really comes down to one of these 2 cards on the left, and I'm kind of torn. Like, I think Bounce Off is a really, really good card, but this is also just a way to deal with annoying vehicles, and I kind of prefer hard removal. And I have 2 bounce effects here, and you can overdo it on the bounce effects. I changed my mind. I'm going to play 1 Plow Through. The more I look at my deck, like, I don't have a bunch of Hazard of the Dunes and Migrating Ketrodons. Like, I have like 1, 2, because I really want to cycle this a lot. I have 1, 2, like 4 4s are bigger. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 things that I'm reasonably happy fighting with the Plow Through. So if it's that conditional, I think I just want to play the 1 copy, and I still have some other removal spells. Let's go with the double bounce off. I feel like I can leverage this to my advantage and beat my opponents with the bounce offs. All right, let's give this a whirl. I also like bouncing my own things for value too. Like bouncing my own Hull Drifter if I need is also pretty good. All right, let's give this a whirl. All right, now before round 1 starts, I just wanted to say that if you've been enjoying all of this content and wanted to support the channel in another way, especially after all the gems I spent on this, my Patreon is the best way to do so. That's patreon.com/paulcheon. Shout out to all the patrons. Thank you so much for all your support. I actually just recently recorded a private stream for members of the higher ends of my subscription tiers on Patreon, and I did post that on Patreon for free. So if you want to watch what a private stream looks like for some of the people that watch the content, make sure you check it out. All right, opponent on the play. Do like this hand. Our hand is actually very, very strong. Turn 1 Molt Tender into Ranger's Refueler. Very happy about that. Turn 3, I can actually turn it on, which is great. If that's what I want to do. Unless they kill my Molt Tender. Seems like they're going to cycle here. Chitin Gravestalker. Calaxian. Okay. Let's mill a card. No! The River Churn Monument. Oh, well. It's actually kind of interesting. I kind of want a double spell here just to make sure that I have a blocker. This thing does hit quite hard. I can also just play Pothole Mole, and that just gives me infinite gas for this, but this lets me play 2 things this turn, which is pretty nice. Yeah, let's do that. Like I said, this deck does not need River Churn Monument to win. If they kill my Guidelight Optimizer, I will take 7. Whoa. Well, now I wish I had the plow through. Oh well. That is life. I think I'm just kind of interested in exhausting. We'll see how many cyclers they have. I guess I should... No, this was actually really bad. I should have attacked with this. Yeah, Crypt Caller's Chariot is terrifying. I'm just wondering, like, how many vehicles on average will your opponents have? And does that make Plow Through just good to play? Pact All Terror? Sure. Oh, the Crypt Caller's Chariot can also attack. I forgot that that was a consideration. The question is, do I just bounce this as a tempo play? Possibly. Oh, wow. I didn't expect the attack from the Calaxian. So I'm going to block here. And then... Okay. Well... No, let's... and then let's go... Wait, hold on. And then let's go bounce off on the Chariot. This is mostly meant as a good tempo play. And then I can pump the Engineer. Oh, wow, we drew Agonisaur Rex, which is great. Yeah, no, that was a really good tempo line. And then now I'm just going to slam the Agonisaur Rex. And I'm ready to race my opponent. Why do people play this card? It's probably better than I give it credit for, but worse than it actually is. Or I don't actually know. All right, sure. Yep, you got a Gonti. Plow Through. Okay, that was an excellent draw. Are they dead? Eight, 11, 15 damage. Yep, and then I'm going to keep Bounce Off as a way to protect my Agonisaur Rex if needed. It's looking obviously very, very strong for us. It's like, if you're ahead, Bounce Off is amazing. It's just, like, when you draw multiple, it's not super strong. Yeah, no, this is good, because I can go end of turn, bounce the Pact All Terror, and then they just won't have anything to block either, and they just die. But obviously it depends on what they play. Okay, Kickoff Celebration. They should have played that first, maybe? Yeah, the thing is, these zombies come into play tapped. Yep. Alright. Got one. Very happy about getting the one. Still not sure. Alright, I changed my mind. I thought it was close anyways. I changed my mind. I am afraid of, like, bomb level vehicles. So that's what kind of gets me to play the plow throughs. Like, I really want to kill opposing rangers refuelers and vehicles of that nature. Ugh, this hand is kind of awkward. I'm gonna keep because I have a Agonisaur, which is the best card in my deck, but this can end up not panning out here for us. You have a 1-drop into a 2-drop there, friend? That would not be ideal for us. Alright, well, you know, sometimes you get absolutely curved out. This district mascot on the play turn 1 when your opponent has a clunky draw. I guess maybe I should have mulliganed, I don't know. Yeah, like what is this? Like this is like a great draft hand. Yeah, I mean, this is an unbelievable curve. They have a 3-3 here. 1-drop, 2-drop, Stampeding Scurryfoot. There's just not too many draws that can keep up with this. Let alone a hand that doesn't have a 2-drop. All right. We're not technically dead on board. Oh, yeah, that's realistic. What the hell? I lost to a green-white zoo deck. Okay, well, you know what? That is an anomaly. Unfortunate to lose in that fashion, but let's keep going. Man, this hand. It has a bunch of good cards in it. I have the turn 2 refueler. I really need a green source. And this is, by the way, like the reason why when you play 3-color decks, this is obviously the downside of it. So if I draw a forest, my hand is awesome. All right. This just has so much strong late game potential. I'm going to keep this. Plow through looking not so great unless they play a vehicle. Okay, we drew the second white source. All right. I can't complain because right now I need any lands, but we have exactly 2 planes in our deck. So that is not ideal. Venom Sack Lagak, sure. All right, give me a forest, please. Like, I just want to play like a game of Magic. That's all I'm asking for here. Like, if I lose, I lose, but all right, I drew Howler's Heavy, which does help me find a land here. And then if I find a land, then I can activate the refueler. Like, we're behind here, obviously, but... Okay, Fang Druid Summoner. Just give me a land. Okay. Okay! That at least gave me hope. I mean, I think the best play is just activate the Ranger's Refueler. I don't have a way to double spell anyways. This is obviously a horrible situation given that they attacked. But like, what else could I have done here, right? That's the problem. I still draw my card. I take 6 damage. And still fail to find a land. I think I drew every single expensive card in my deck. I have 3 5s, a 6. I have 2 5s, 3. Yeah, I have like all 4 5s and the 6. I try to keep my curve reasonably low too, but it's just highly unfortunate that this is happening. So I take 2 at least, just 2. Land here would be huge for me to be able to play Spike Shell Harrier just to stabilize this board. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it has Death Touch. Is this an 18 lander? I don't know. I'm just like, it's one of those, I'm just questioning everything. Just like 17 lands plus Molt Tender seems like it's plenty. And I thought I was skewing to playing a good number of cheap things as well. Wow, I'm surprised that that happened. Oh, okay. If I play the Aganosaur Rex, I leave myself dead on board. Yeah, I mean, this is just one of those situations where I just was simply too far behind every step of the way, and we just lose. So, it's okay. You know, I cleared my calendars. I have the entire day, so I'll just leave it at that. And, you know, if this doesn't work, we have plenty more bullets to fire. That's the thing. Like, I think my deck is fine. I have some bombs as well. It's just I've had some awkward hands. Maybe I'm just supposed to mulligan more? Like, I'm expecting hands like this, right? Just 3 lands, things that I can cast, and whatever happens, happens. That just hasn't been the case the last couple games. Like, to be fair, I'm probably like never beating that green-white deck with that draw. Or it's going to be very hard. But I think I should have mulliganed probably the 2-lander with the Rangers Refueler. That's my fault. I just got excited because I drew all my good cards, but you know, this is proof, by the way, that even in sealed deck, the format is slower, but you still need to respect that your opponent's going to play a 2-drop and a 3-drop, and you can't just completely ignore that. I don't care about a turn 1 Dynamite Diver. I'm just not going to ever block it. Turn 3, I can go Surveyor and get my engines going. All right, hopefully hopefully my Sky Serpent Seeker can get me some lands. That'll be very, very big. Okay, Rugged Highlands. That is amazing for us. I'm just going to activate this now. Because I was going to use it no matter what, I think. And now all of a sudden my hand is completely unlocked, right? Like I have the Beast Rider Vanguard that I can activate. I have the River Churn Monument. Just like this is all looking excellent here for us. Do I attack with this? Why not? Like, I know I have this in play, but I can certainly still set up for a pretty good aggressive attack. If they take it, that's fine, because if they attack me with the Scurry Foot, like, I'm also okay here. Otherwise, I can still just cycle Howler's Heavy. And still get a lot of value that way as well. We are in max speed as well now, so if the Surveyor dies, I still get value there too. And Night Market, I can cycle. They might be just interested in activating the Scurryfoot. I'm actually surprised they play the Velocitar. That tells me that there's a pretty high likelihood maybe they have a good mount that they want to play. But making a 2-2 and a 3-3 on this board basically shuts down my offense. So yeah, this makes sense for them to just hold back and plan on using the Scurryfoot. And given that game plan, we're now going to be on the mill plan here. Yeah, I'm just going to chill here. I have the mana to do a lot of different things. I can search for something with Beast Rider Vanguard. I can actually search for this to cast Spectral Interference and River Churn Monument. 6 mana, so they can play Migrating Ketrodon this turn or Autark Mammoth. Those are going to be some of the bigger things. Proud Catcher Specialist, I do not care about. Greenbelt Guardian, I do, so let's counter that. They might attack me with the Mammoth. All right, let's go find a card. Spike Shell Harrier looks awesome. Oh my gosh, I get to bounce the token. That's incredible. Boom. They're at 14. I'm mostly on the mill plan here, so we're just going to keep it that way. Like, if they kill my monument, it changes how I play. But for now, it's like, you know, they have a really tough time attacking me, and I'm very interested in keeping this back to trade so that I can draw a card off of it if it goes into the graveyard. And then, you know, this is like assuming that maybe they have some way to kill the Spike Shell Harrier. Okay, kickoff celebration. Presumably pitching whatever's in their hand. Full throttle. Not too good on this board. 7 cards in graveyard for the opponent. Let's cycle. Let's mill our opponent. God, having 2 losses feels so bad, though. Just any misstep. But that is the nature of this. Let's try to win as many matches as we possibly can. That was not the way that I wanted to tap my mana, but it's fine, I guess. At this point... Oh, what is this? At this point, like, I want to play Hull Drifter, but I kind of want to just play Molt Tender here. Yeah, I'm just going to play Molt Tender. I want to keep getting... Like, this is like a real win condition, right? So just keep playing lands, play the Molt Tender, and this is just, like, adds to the clock, basically. Like, you would... At this point, with me at 19 life, I don't want to miss any activations of the River Churn Monument. Alright, let's go Hull Drifter. Okay, bounce off is fine. Let's play... Ooh. 5 pump. I'm gonna hold off on the Guidelight Optimizer, only because I'd rather just activate the Beast Rider Vanguard and get value that way. So this way I can activate Beast Rider Vanguard and keep mill my opponent and keep up bounce off. Although it looks like I'm gonna kill them this turn or next turn. All right, we hit a Ranger's Refueler. You know, this is what I had in mind, okay? This is what I had in mind. Hold on, should I get extra value? I can't turn down value. I get to draw a card. Brrr. All right, thanks for playing. Okay, 2 and 2. Granted, it didn't look like my opponent... Look, I'm in the 1-2 bracket, so my opponent, I think, just opened a pretty unfortunate pool. Like, they didn't have the strongest cards, and we're able to win. We gotta win 3 more before we even see gems. Like I said, cleared the schedule. Cleared the schedule. Let's keep this going. All right, we are on the play. I got 2 islands. Give me a forest. Forests seem to elude me. It sure does. Let's play the Engineer. I have 3 2-mana things that I can play. Oh my gosh, I don't believe it. I actually do not believe that I drew a forest there. I don't think I care about doing the monument thing just yet. I think I'm more interested. This gives me the most upside, so I'm going to play the refueler. The reason being here is if I draw land, I just exhaust an attack. If I don't... Okay, sure. If I don't, then I can do the... I can play Beast Rider Vanguard, crew it, and still attack. All right, let's get the Surveyor in. Next turn, I can, if they play something small, I can plow through. Kind of hoping that they play a vehicle. If not, hey, at least we drew a forest. Like, I can't complain too much. Veloheart Bike. Look, this is getting fired off on basically any target here. Yeah, I don't care about Guidelight Optimizer. One mana, kill your mana creature, or mana thing. It's not bad. Oh! I might have actually messed up there. It might have been correct to actually cycle Gallant Strike. Although, if I draw a white source, given that they're a base green deck, it seems pretty good. They drew the blue source anyways. I was trying to keep them off the blue. The Guidelight Optimizer is an indication that they're a blue-green base deck. So I wanted to keep them off blue and kill the bike. Also, you fire this off on basically anything that you can. Okay, Captain Howler. You don't have a 1-mana cycler. Okay. Oh, look at that! Look at that. Okay, and they don't have Defend the Rider. Boom. Look at that. Not cycling. It paid off. Now, keep in mind, they still have 4 cards in hand. So this is far from over. I feel good enough now to the point where I might be interested in starting to churn them out. Like, if I draw land, what do I do? I guess it depends on the type of creature that they play. Okay, Refueler is quite good. They have a 2-drop here as well? Oh, okay. That was a really good turn for the opponent, for sure. All right, we are going with the Pothole Mole here. Let's try to hit a land. Oh my gosh. I got really nervous there. Let me think. What happens if I draw land number 5? This becomes a 4/5. Yeah, no, I'm gonna get more permanents out there. This gives you inevitability, but I don't have to use it right now. The way I look at it is if they use like a sorcery speed removal spell, maybe they won't have the removal and I can double block. But right now I can also just double block with the 2 cards on the left. Potentially. Hull Drifter? Blue? Okay. Okay. All right. So now we are happy to enact our mill plan here. And yeah, let's get this in play. This says they've already put 7 mana into this. They can't crew the Fabricator, so I can't attack them, but now I'm happy to get my mill plan going. And slow them down. I can't really attack them. But if they choose to, for example, get aggressive and attack me with the Fabricator, I can hit them back. So. But they might also not have a choice. What is this? Okay, it is a Hull Drifter. Can I get my plow through back? Yeah, so now the hope is like, now the hope is I can mill them out before they kill me with their flyers. Oh, they're going to trade with a Thopter. You know what? Honestly, this is mostly just to get their flyers off the battlefield. I'm actually pretty happy with this exchange. Just because I feel like their best path to victory is through flyers. I have a Molt Tender in my deck. I do have a Forest, though. Take the Hull Drifter. All right. We are playing the Riverchurn Monument game now. Veloheart Bike, that's okay. That doesn't do much on this board now that they have all the mana in the world. What is your last card? That's the biggest concern. It's like if they find a Shatter Effect, then that's obviously... What? They found another Hull Drifter? Ay, ay, ay. Okay. $16 and $9, got it. Bounce off, that's big. 1, 2, 3, 4. I do have Ride's End, so let's play Hull Drifter like this. I'd rather do that than Beast Rider Vanguard activation, I think. We drew 2 really good cards, but I kind of wanted to land here. $11, $13, okay. Okay, this bounce off is going to be big. What does Guidelight Pathmaker find? Should probably think about that. Scrap Compactor, sure. Okay. Like I said, they're definitely feeling the pressure here. So they need to get busy. Ooh, Aganosaur Rex. We got that. Okay. So they have... Okay. I kind of want to pass. Keep this up to give something like indestructible. Keep up a bounce effect. Yeah, I want to do that. They have to kill me this turn. If they activate Keen Buccaneer, they lose. And if there's any trades that happen... Yeah, this is still looking pretty decent. I'm at 14 life. Woo! All right, another Riverchurn Monument victory. They had a bunch of good cards. They had the Thopter Fabricator. But the Riverchurn Monument got it done after we were able to stabilize. Man, that was a super lucky game. Like, finding the white source for the captain to turn, like, immediately after was huge. I'm going to keep this. I keep getting these really awkward hands, but sometimes they work out for us. But, look, I have Skystreak Engineer turn 2. If I draw Forest, my hand is unlocked. And... I actually think I'm going to pass here and not play a 2-drop. I'd rather keep up Counterspell and cycle on the Gallant Strike. That card I don't care about, so I think it's more important for me to try to find a green source here, or just a land for the turn. Very, very happy about that. Now I will play the mole. Always a third card down. And we milled Sita Varma and Ranger's Refueler, two of the better cards in our deck. So that's not ideal, but it's fine. I do not like seeing Ranger's Refueler. And the thing is, there's a very good chance they just activate it. So I think I'm just going to play my biggest creature, which is the Surveyor. And then play the Night Market on white. And then pass. Or at least there's a pretty good shot. And then next turn, you know, we start getting to the point where like Spectral Interference is just always good for a pretty long time. So I don't need to always keep it up. I'd rather just try to develop my board as well as I can. Like playing a Hull Drifter is pretty interesting just because it uses all of my mana. But a lot of it just depends on what they're going to be representing next turn. It's also pretty good just to play a flyer. Like, they're going to just pass and keep out the Ranger's Refueler. And if that's the case, like, we're getting to the point where the counterspell does end up being pretty solid. So maybe I just wait. My recent opponents have been starting to play a lot more vehicles. I have one plow through. Or is it two? I don't remember. With 3 open mana, it would be pretty crazy for them to attack me here. Like, this is absolutely outrageous. They must have a Howler's Heavy or something. I don't know. That is wild, though. Like, I can have so many different things here. Whatever. Get out of my face. The thing is, like, they're not going to play something else that I really care about too much. So I just want to put that on the board and just start attacking them. This attack really throws me off, I will say. Hate to see that. What was that attack? All right. Well, they actually somehow have like an awesome artifact shell. All right, this is fine. We get to activate this. It's a really good blocker. And then now we can try to stabilize with Hull Drifter into Beast Rider Vanguard. Draw our own cards. Ooh, Guidelight Pathmaker is excellent as well. And yeah, look, I'm just happy playing defensively here, given that especially because I found the Guidelight Pathmaker, which will get me the Riverturn Monument. They've drawn a bunch of cards. Gear Seeker Serpent. Yep, okay, fair enough. I have a couple of bounce-offs in my deck. That would be very useful. They have 4 cards in hand. Presumably, they're going to start attacking me. I can also start attacking through the air, but they're at such a high life total, I just kind of wanted to keep my things back because this is a good blocker for the Ranger's Refueler. If they have a removal spell, they might use it on the Engineer to try to be aggressive. Mindspring Merfolk, I actually don't mind too much given that I have the Pathmaker. I mean, it's very good, obviously. All right, let's see where this goes. Okay, that is their plan. It's to do the unblockable thing and attack me. I need to find... I think they're going to be able to outrace me. So I'm going to need to find an answer in 3 turns to the Gearseeker Serpent. I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana, 9 mana. Guidelight Optimizer or Molt Tender. Oh, there's a bounce off. That's pretty sad. This is a bigger body, I guess. I'm pretty firmly in the mill camp here. I think they should probably just use this Mindspring Merfolk and only just draw like 2 cards. Like if they draw too many more, they're just going to die. So this just seems like a good opportunity. Oh, they draw 3 cards actually. So that seems good enough. So we're basically just going to have to withstand whatever aggression that they have and try to get them with the Monument. And, you know, there's a good chance that I just die before that. But you know, the Gearseeker Monument is obviously a very, very large mana investment. So, like, that takes almost all of their turn. But if they kill my Riverchurn Monument, then I'm probably just dead here because I don't think I can kill them fast enough. Right now, I'm just leaning on the fact that this Monument might be able to be the card that wins me the game. I mean, perhaps I should be attacking with Guidelight Pathmaker. Yeah, it's possible. But I need to have a bunch of blockers back because they can attack me back for lethal. So I got to be really careful. Okay, yeah. So this just means I'm probably just dead, given that they found a Perilous Nair. So, yeah. Ride's End land. Yeah, I mean, you know, Ranger's Refueler, Mindspring Merfolk, they have a solid artifact shell here. And we were kind of all in on that. And now I need to find an answer to the Gearseeker Serpent. And they have 6 other attackers. Okay. They should have probably played this beforehand, right? Yeah, I just don't... Like, I need to draw the Ride's End in my deck, or else I'm just dead, I think. Howler's Heavy. Well, I'll just cycle this for now and see if I find something. Oh! Okay. Can I exile this? Do I have any ways to kill artifacts? I actually don't think that I do. 13 cards left in my deck. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 6, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm at 2 life. So just, and they have 4 cards in hand. So I just feel like an attack is still pretty bad here. 3, 4, 5. I guess I still activate this in case I find something I want to play. But I can't play that yet. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if I attack with this and they kill one of my creatures, I die. So I just need to keep everything back for now. Oh, this also can activate, right? Yeah. All right, next turn, I believe I can start attacking. Because I have the Spike Shell Harrier. Oh, wow, okay. Well, hopefully they can't replay it. Oh, they actually tapped wrong unless they have a blue source. It would be pretty funny if they can't replay this because they tapped too much blue. That would actually buy me the time. So now I do need to start getting very, very aggressive here. They have 7 creatures now. Ugh. It's just tough. Like, I just can't get anything going here. And that Ride's End was like my only good removal spell. So I somehow need to kill them in time. I just don't see that happening. Plow through. Okay. That, I can use that. What is this, a 5/6? So I'm going to hold the Spike Shell Harrier for the Gear Seeker Serpent. Let us activate this. Oh, I forgot about a Gonosaur Rex. Okay, let's take that. Oh, this, I can actually choose how I draw. I guess I want Bounce Off. Okay, that gives me a legitimate path to victory. 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I need a Vigilance creature. Oh, I guess I can attack 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. They already used the Bounce Off. So, okay, I have to hope they mess up here. But basically, if they kill my Sky Serpent Seeker, I lose the game. In some way. I'm hoping that they just go for the Serpent plan, though. See, that was a mistake by them, I think. Yeah, I would love to draw that card. Yep. Oh, they have a Country Roads too? I'm at 2? Oh my gosh. Market Back Walker. Is that a force draw? 10 cards in library for my opponent. Okay. Okay. I don't think I want to mess around here. I think I want to go. I want to kill the Gear Seeker Serpent now when I can. So let's play a Gonosaurus Rex. Let's fight it. Let's bounce the Market Back Walker. They have 7 attackers. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, we have an idea of what's coming up. Oh, hold on. Full control. Full control. This is everything that I know that's coming. So I can upkeep activate so that I draw Bounce Off, which I think is huge. Wow, what a game, actually. So the route to victory here is through my flyers. That is a 6/6, okay. Okay. They're not using their roads for some reason, which I think is a big mistake. Okay. All right, what do we get? We got some unknown cards here. Molt Tender, Island, Island. I think I take Molt Tender just to have another creature in play. Okay. Then we draw the Bounce Off, and then we have this Bounce Off coming as well. Play Molt Tender. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 attackers. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh no, this is not attacker. 8 attackers. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 blockers. Hold on. Okay. 3. If I attack with this, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 blockers. If I crew this and attack, it's 8 blockers. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think we're fine. So this needs to be get crewed up by a 3 power creature. All right, here we go. All right. Seven, sure. They're 11. And whatever blocks Aganosaur Rex, I can potentially go for a lethal attack next turn. I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 blockers to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 attackers. And I have a bounce off in my hand. Whew. And I have a bounce off left in my deck as my only way to win. What an absolutely ridiculous game here. Ridiculous. I have 5 mana up. Detention Chariot, okay. That doesn't change anything, so they still don't have a lethal attack. They might get desperate and still do something here, though. But I have pretty good blocks. Do I want them to draw 7 cards? I don't think so. So I think the play here is to chump block. But with what? Is the question. Oh, I know. It's with the Surveyor. Okay, and then we activate this. Let me think. If I activate that, I draw this. And then I draw off the Surveyor and I hit the bounce off. Do I have a lethal attack? No, I want to wait for one more turn, I think. They have too many blockers. Okay. I have 6 cards. I have the Surveyor. Oh my gosh, this is insane. And I can always bounce the Detention Chariot to have another blocker. 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blockers. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 attackers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to attack. I'm going to force them to attack with everything. I have nothing else relevant in my deck. So the best play here is to get them to basically attack with everything. And I think the play here is to bounce the Detention Chariot, get back my Aganosaur Rex, and just block everything. And then I can also crew up my stuff if they have a removal spell. Collision Course on that doesn't actually matter. So we will let that happen. And they can't attack me with the market. That's a funny thing. They can't actually attack me with the Market Back Walker unless it's for lethal. Which right now it looks like it is. This is 9 attackers and I have 7 blockers. So this is actually huge. I'm going to put the Death Touch creature on the Market Back Walker. Let's draw a card here. What a freaking game is all I'm going to say. They're going to cycle it now to try to find something. And we get to block everything. Let us crew this up. That is the most epic game I've ever played. Oh my god. I thought I was dead to the Gear Seeker Serpent. They drew a bunch of cards. I had to cycle the Howler's Heavy into the Ride's End to kill the Seeker. No. And then they bounced it. And then I had to plow through. What just happened? All right. What if we win 3 in a row? That would be insane. What an incredible game that was. Wow. Just wow. After they killed my monument, I thought I was done for. That's crazy. Okay, anyways, let's keep it going here. 4 and 2. We're playing for gems now. We do have all of our mana, which, you know, we have been having difficulties with previously. So, happy that I get to actually play a game of Magic. Like a smooth game of Magic, you know what I mean? A smooth game. This technically allows me to attack for more. Play the island to protect my creature. But starting column is good and sealed. Next turn I get to... So the thing is, if I play this turn 2 and I play this turn 3, it doesn't really matter, right? Like, I still can't activate this on turn 3. I do like my hand, 3 interactive spells, and this is a card draw effect. Thunderhead Gunner. That's a good one. Black? Okay, come on. Have some respect for the game. Have some respect for the damn game. Marshall's Path Cruiser. That's a good one. I guess their mana fixing is good enough, so... Yeah, they went super deep, which I don't feel good about. Just because, like, that means their deck's going to be extremely powerful. 4 cards in hand. They're rummaging every turn, too. I guess they're a little bit flooded. I do want to kill the Gunner, and I probably will, but I can't do it yet. Oh... 5-color River Churn Monument. All right, well, that changes how we should play this game, obviously. We are killing the Gunner here. And this is Saddle 5, so... Or Crew 5, so... Let's attack. All right, our opponent has their own River Churn Monument. Plow Through sadly does not kill it, so we need to just get them dead. That's not good for us. Not good at all. Could have kept up Bounce Up, I guess. Bounce Off, rather. Gallant Strike, okay. Four cards in graveyard for now. This is technically a 2-turn clock. Okay, Mildo. Oh no, there's my Gonosaur Rex. That would have been big. Spite Shell Harrier. Yeah, that's annoying. Beast Rider Vanguard down. Okay. I will kill that. So I can keep attacking. 2 cards in hand for the opponent, and I'm trying my best here, but it's just, I need a big creature. That does not help. It's like, this is the tough part. Like, I can attack for 3 or get an activation of Beast Rider Vanguard and try to find another threat. I'm going to try to find another threat here. I don't think I'm going to cycle, though. I'm just going to play Night Market. Should I have named green or blue? I don't know. Oh, there's our own monument! They would have outraced us anyways. I actually don't think I want the monument, but still. Demonic Junker. Ugh. So they get to kill something else. I don't think I'm going to save it. I'm just going to activate the Vanguard to find something else, I think. Oh, I just realized something. I'm supposed to use my Molt Tender every turn to slow down the River Churn Monument. Did I not do that? I don't remember. Oh, Sita Varma? Yes, please. Beast Rider Vanguard. Okay. This is Crew 2. That's not great. Okay, hold on. I gotta think now. I mean, this is technically lethal. So they can put me down to 11 cards, 15. Okay. I don't think killing this is that important. Yeah, the problem is what? I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I basically have lethal. Oh no, killing this just gives them one less blocker for future turns. So let's do that. I'm not attacking this turn. They have the Junker, sure. But this is... Look, I'm representing a lethal attack here. As long as Sita Varma lives. They have 2 cards in hand. Come on. Please live. Okay, that gains them a life. That's not enough. So they can mill me for 11. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. If I do it for 4, and if they kill it, I can replay it. But then they mill me for 2. So I just die. So I just do it for everything. No, they could have a flash creature, so might as well do it for 4. Then this becomes a 6-power creature, 6-power creature, 6-power creature. Wow, this is like the most epic set ever. We started out 1 and 2, and we are running into some really powerful, fun sealed decks. And you know what? At least we made some gems back. This payout is just unbelievable, by the way. Like, okay, but at least I'm only down 4,000 gems now, and 2 more to go. 2 more to go. Oof, man. I will say, I just... These have been good matches of Magic, like these last few. So I am happy about that. Okay, I guess I'll keep this. We do have the turn 2 Monument, which is fine. Assuming they have a slower start. Beast Rider Vanguard, okay. Let's just get this in play. Like I said, the nice thing with our deck is even if they kill the Monument, we can still very easily win with all the other cards. We have a lot of card advantage. We have Sita Varma. We have Flyers, Ranger's Refueler, etc. Afterburner Expert is fantastic. Didn't really want the Hull Drifter anyways. Oh. Grim Javelineer, okay. Happy blocking here. And I'm just going to start to get to milling my opponent. Got to get the party going somehow, right? Yeah, I mean, this certainly buys us a good deal of time. So that was a really good draw. Obviously, I don't get to utilize anything this turn, but that's fine. I'm going to bounce the 3-drop. Just makes them use their mana a little bit more. Like, if they play this, they still can't really attack me too well. Chitin Gravestalker, sure. Okay. Don't have an extra blue source, so this doesn't work the way that I want. So anyways, yeah, the plan is to Riverturn Monument them. If they play the Javelineer and attack with the Chitin Gravestalker, obviously I'm blocking. That gives me more fuel, and then I can Molt Tender as well. Hold on, actually. How many creatures in their graveyard? Maybe I should just bounce it. That just buys me so much time, right? And keeps this in play and lets me crew up the Hull Drifter. Yeah, I'm going to bounce it. Oh, interesting. Yeah, that's actually very annoying because I can't play the Hull Drifter. Huh. I mean, at the same time, like, I should, you know, I have to sacrifice the Molt Tender here, I think. Yeah. Like, just having a 4/4 here seems so good. So we just need to find a second blue source, which we hopefully do. They have a Chitin Gravestalker that costs 4 mana to play. And yeah, we're just on the Riverturn Monument game here. Like I said, a second blue would be very, very big. Basically, the only thing I don't want to draw is a forest. Like, even a creature is fine. Yep. Okay, Engine Rat Swamp. Gallant Strike. Yeah, that is certainly a good one here. And I am not going to mess around here and get blown out by Maximum Overdrive. So I'm going to kill this now. And we'll pass. Clock is ticking here for the opponent. Still need a blue source. If oh, they... Yeah. All right. Well, now it's a different game. Now it's a different game. They drew the Broken Wings. It's pretty unfortunate for us. I don't know how long they've been holding it for, but that completely changes how this game plays out. All right. I need to find some action here, honestly. Like I said, Gallant Strike was certainly good. Would love to find an island, and obviously any other creature also works. So basically just forest. I have 3 more forests in my deck. I guess plains would also be bad. So those are the cards I don't want. Yep, that is, you know, a legal Magic card that I can play. I don't want to attack with this because they'll take it and then they'll pump this. But right now they'll pump with their Javelineer and I'm probably taking 4. Because I can pump the Skystreak Engineer to keep this back. Hazard of the Dunes. Yeah, their deck's good. I feel like I'm a pretty big dog here. We've had reasonable draws, but they've also been able to sculpt good hands. And if they go land and exhaust the Hazard of the Dunes, we are in some serious trouble. They should just wait till they find land number 7, honestly, to get back Afterburner Expert. There's just a lot that we have to fight through. Man, this was like a really epic run. We had some really bad losses early because I think my deck is super fun, super cool. We had some awesome matches, but I think I am a pretty significant underdog. They have multiple exhaust cards. They're just up so many different resources. And honestly, our best bet was to get the Monument kill, but the main deck Broken Wings got us. Yeah, look at their deck is very awesome. I am so dead. Like 10 out of 10 dead. This will be an 8-7. I will double block with my creatures on the left and then probably be in lots of hurt afterwards. I will say, like, their deck is solid but not absurd, but, you know, they just put together a nice deck with good sequencing, so... You know, Hazard of the Dunes obviously strong. Both? Yeah, both make sense. That'll give them the Surveil. I just need to minimize damage. But, like, if they pump this up, I don't die. So they're just going to pump up the creature on the right. The one on the left doesn't make too much sense because they can't kill more than one creature. So just pump the Hazard of the Dunes on the right, make it a 7-7, put Afterburner Expert in play, and I'm still just in a ton of trouble. Yeah, this is going to put me down to 4 life. And then I have Sita Varma for 4. But they have 5 attackers. Yeah. One, two. I'm dead. All right. Well, you know what? I will say, look, that was an unbelievable set of games, especially at the end. And we just kind of got overrun. We lost, like the decks that we lost to, we were lost to a green. Basically, we lost to 3 aggressive starts. Anytime the games went long, we had a bit of a chance, other than this one. But we had some really, really great games. I thought this was a pretty solid deck, all things considered. We had some interaction, a legitimately good win condition in Riverturn Monument, Aganosaur Rex, and Sita Varma. So these are all great cards. Now, I will say I kind of wish I had a little more in the middle here. But, you know, I can't really complain. I think this deck was very, very capable of trophying. But it's just kind of the way that the cards shook out. Like, getting to 7 wins is not the easiest thing in the world. And we went 5-3. So I just, you know, we'll just go back at it. Maybe we can get it in attempt number 2. But all in all, solid deck. We curved that reasonably well. We are a 3-color deck. That sometimes hurt us, but Gallant Strike was certainly good. Raizen was certainly good, and the Pathmaker was also good. So I think this was a really nice, complete package of things that we had. Yeah, bounce-offs were nice if we timed them properly, and plow-throughs were also decent. Still not sure if I should have played both, but yeah, maybe cut the Howlers heavy, I don't know, and play 11 creatures, something like that. But anyways, yeah, still liked how this deck played out, and I think those early losses, those stung. I think I should have mulliganed the second loss. I think I was probably a little bit tilted at the previous loss, and also the fact that I had so many of my rares in my hand with seemingly things I could play in the first couple of turns clouded my judgment and made me decide to keep that hand. But it's still important for you to be able to curve out because my late game is reasonably strong. So I probably should have mulliganed that. But anyways, you know what? 5-3. That's just a perfectly respectable record. Variance obviously plays a role in this as well. And hopefully we can turn things around and win in the next queue. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, as I really do appreciate it. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button for more daily videos just like this. If you've enjoyed this content and wanted to support the channel in another way, my Patreon is the best way to do so. That's patreon.com/paulcheon. Also, make sure you check out TCGplayer.com for all your TCG singles and sealed product needs. Whether you need some singles to round out your constructed decks or some booster boxes just to crack open some packs, TCGplayer.com is the place to go. Make sure you click that affiliate link in the description below before making any purchases. Last but not least, check out heavyplay.com for all things Magic the Gathering supplies and accessories. You want deck boxes, playmats, sleeves, dice boxes, life pads. Did I say dice boxes? I'll say dice boxes again. Make sure you check them out. heavyplay.com/paulcheon for 10% off your first order. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.